Mary Kay Cabot has been all over the map with her take on Shedeur Sanders. Not long ago, she admitted Sanders was developing at an impressive rate and could soon challenge for the first-team spot. But now, she's completely shifted her stance, claiming that Dillon Gabriel will have the edge over Sanders. This sudden flip raises some serious questions. What's driving this change in her opinion? Is Gabriel truly in a better position, or is this just another example of overhyping a player? Let's dive in and break down why Cabot seems so confident in her new take. Mary Kay Cabot has been consistent in claiming that Dillon Gabriel could make a huge impact in training and eventually earn the starting QB job in Cleveland, potentially ahead of Shedeur Sanders and other competitors. However, this isn't the first time Cabot has tried to downplay Sanders' potential. Each time she has attempted to trivialize his impact, his performance forces her to backtrack, and she's had to change her stance on him. The truth is, Cabot's repeated efforts to diminish Sanders seem less about analysis and more about stirring the pot to attract attention, especially from those who disagree with her viewpoint. Mary Kay Cabot has been quick to dismiss any other QB as a potential starter over Dillon Gabriel, even going so far as to call his decision-making and processing computer-like. But when we actually take a closer look at his decision-making on the field, it doesn't quite add up. While Gabriel certainly has some impressive traits, his decision-making has often been inconsistent and at times even questionable. Rather than resembling a flawless machine-like system, his choices have shown room for improvement. Let's break down his decision-making and see if he truly lives up to the hype Cabot's been creating. And this is not the only time he has been dealt with strongly. Here is another rep where he made the wrong choice. It's hard to see where Mary Kay Cabot is getting this computer-like processing from when Dillon Gabriel hasn't even posted a better record at minicamp and training sessions than Shedeur Sanders. If we're looking at performance in these crucial settings, Sanders has consistently outshone Gabriel. His ability to read defenses, make quick decisions, and execute under pressure has been far superior in comparison. So when Cabot hypes up Gabriel's decision-making as being flawless, it doesn't hold much weight, especially when the numbers and on-field performance show otherwise.
You can just look at the number and see, like, dang, you're like, literally, if he plays like 4 or 5 more games, he got him. If you divide 155 by 6, you will get about 25.8. That'll be the average number of touchdowns that he would have averaged over those 6 years. If you divide Shedeur's 134 by the number of years he played, which is 4, you get about 33.5. So Shedeur, playing the same amount of years, he would have eventually surpassed Dillon Gabriel in number of touchdowns if he played the same amount of time. In Shedeur's bracket, that's 2 for Shedeur, still 1 for Dillon Gabriel.
What's even more baffling is that Mary Kay Cabot went as far as to write that Dillon Gabriel had solid OTAs in training camp, which feels like an overstatement given his actual performance. She even goes on to suggest that Gabriel might end up starting for Cleveland. Her exact words were, "During spring practices, including rookie minicamp, organized team activities, and mandatory minicamp, Gabriel looked solid and held his own, but he can really make his move in camp during joint practices against the Panthers and Eagles and the preseason games." But when you look at the facts, Gabriel hasn't done anything to justify such bold predictions, especially with Shedeur Sanders performing better in those very same sessions. Of course, Mary Kay Cabot could easily backtrack on her previous statements, and it's possible that this article was just a public engagement stunt to stir the pot. After all, she's done it before. Not long ago, she praised Shedeur Sanders for his growth and development, acknowledging his impressive performance. In fact, Cabot recently revealed that Shedeur had secured his place with the first-team reps, surpassing Dillon Gabriel during training camp. She even went on to say that Sanders not only earned his spot, but truly deserves it, showcasing remarkable growth and skill. It's a sharp turn from her earlier narrative, and it's clear she's adjusting to the reality of Sanders' undeniable progress. Mary Kay Cabot even took it a step further, declaring that Shedeur Sanders had impressed every time he spoke to the media. She highlighted how his presence and maturity during interviews had only strengthened his growing reputation. Cabot emphasized that the Browns were evaluating everything, on and off the field, and noted that Shedeur seemed to outshine every other quarterback on the roster. It was becoming increasingly clear that Sanders wasn't just making strides in practices and games, he was also proving himself as a leader in the locker room and in front of the cameras.
And we also got a chance to talk to those guys today. I thought they really nailed their podium interviews. It's the first time we talked to them out here in Berea, and I thought both of them did a really, really nice job. And of course, the Browns are scrutinizing every single thing that these guys are doing, and I do think it matters.
Cabot went on to say that if Shedeur Sanders continues to progress at this rate and maintains his strong composure with the team, he's definitely going to have a real shot at landing a spot in the starting 11. The momentum is firmly on his side, and with every rep, he's proving that he belongs at the top. The Browns are watching closely, and this could very well be the beginning of something huge, not just for Shedeur, but for the team as a whole. As he continues to impress, the conversation around his potential future with Cleveland grows more intriguing by the day. The opportunity is there, and Shedeur is making the most of it. Shedeur Sanders' rise continues to impress, and Mary Kay Cabot has doubled down on her stance, stating that Sanders has an exceptional understanding of the game. She firmly declared that it's only a matter of time before he steps onto the field and proves that he can play fast and efficiently within the Browns system. His football IQ is shining through in every training session, and with his continued development, it's becoming increasingly clear that he's ready to take on whatever comes next. Cabot highlighted Sanders' ability to read defenses and make quick decisions, setting him apart from the rest. Despite the challenges ahead, Mary Kay Cabot did acknowledge one crucial strength that Shedeur Sanders brings to the table: his exceptional understanding of the pre-snap process. This is a vital skill for any quarterback, and Sanders' ability to read the defense and make the right adjustments before the snap gives him a competitive edge, showcasing his high football intelligence. Cabot emphasized that this skill is a game changer, allowing Sanders to stay one step ahead of the defense. If he can translate that knowledge into seamless connections with his playmakers, he could very well be the key to unlocking the Browns' offense and taking it to the next level.
With the players that he would need to, the Jerry Judys, the David Njokus, Cedric Tillmans, and that he can handle everything that's going to be thrown at him. He's got a very well-rounded game already and a good grasp and understanding of.
This is not just it. Mary Kay Cabot had previously been very clear that Dillon Gabriel wasn't up to the mark compared to Shedeur Sanders. Cabot weighed in on Gabriel, pointing out that he doesn't quite match up to Sanders when it comes to understanding complex terminologies and handling intricate play calls. While Gabriel certainly has potential, it's Shedeur who stands out with his ability to grasp and execute complicated plays with ease. This ability to process complex information and make quick decisions under pressure gives Sanders a clear edge over Gabriel in terms of football intelligence. Mary Kay Cabot's ever-evolving stance on Shedeur Sanders and Dillon Gabriel reveals the complex nature of quarterback evaluation and the shifting dynamics within the Browns camp. Initially, Cabot was quick to give Shedeur the edge over Dillon, recognizing his football IQ, leadership, and maturity, particularly in his ability to read defenses and handle complex play calls. Shedeur's pre-snap process and decision-making were highlighted as key strengths that set him apart. However, Cabot later shifted her focus, giving Dillon Gabriel a shot at the starting role, despite his inconsistent performance during training sessions and minicamps. She even went so far as to claim Gabriel could outperform Shedeur with the right opportunity, though his record failed to back that up. Now, as Shedeur continues to impress, Cabot has done another about-face, acknowledging his superior understanding of the game and his potential to take the Browns' offense to the next level. This constant backtracking reflects the unpredictable nature of evaluating young talent, especially in the high-pressure environment of training camps. As Shedeur's performance continues to speak for itself, it's becoming increasingly clear that he might not only secure a starting spot, but also play a pivotal role in the future of the Cleveland Browns. What do you think of this situation, though? Is Mary Kay Cabot simply reacting to the growing buzz around Shedeur Sanders, or is there more to it? Do you believe that Dillon Gabriel still has a chance to claim the starting job, or is it clear that Shedeur's performance and leadership are making him the front-runner? Is Cabot's shift in perspective just a reflection of the unpredictable nature of training camp, or does it hint at the media trying to create drama for attention? How do you see the quarterback's competition playing out for the Browns? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop your comments below and let's discuss.